in between the Black and the Swan, looked for the little leper window. That's where they handed them food. So they wasn't that bad, was it, in medieval times? If you got free food. So here on the left is the 15th century timber framed house, now the Black Swan pub. Can you spot the cat climbing above the door? The Black Swan claims to be the most hauntedest pub in York, but to be fair, most of the pubs in York claim to be either the most haunted or the oldest. But it has an intriguing ghost, a Victorian grumpy old fella, sits at the bar, tapping his watch as if he's waiting for a meeting, and no one ever buys him a drink. Now I often go in there myself. Oh my god, what's happened to this sickle? Ooh, that's a bit messy, isn't it? Oh, just had my dinner, it's putting me off. Anyway, I often go in there myself and I sit at the bar and no one ever buys me a drink. Oh my god, I hope they don't call me grumpy. They say I must pay for the beer, but the spirits are free. There you are. You can have that one, you can use that one later. This is the city centre shops, the chocolate story, the merchant adventures hall, the shambles, medieval. Oh, we got on there something. So as we go along here, have a look where the broccoli is, M&S broccoli that. It's not just any old broccoli. But have a look at touch. It's known as jettying, and if you heard the shout Gargaloo, you quickly get under the overhang of the building, because Gargaloo means watch out for the water. Meant someone was going to drop a chair pot on your head. You won't need a mobile phone here, down here. Look at this, if you could lean out the window to your next door neighbour, you could say, put kettle on, we'll have a brew. Ahead of us is All Saints Pavement Church. It has a lantern tower instead of a spire. The lantern tower would have been lit with a fire in days gone by to get travellers back into the city after dark. Now the Forest of Galtree is just outside of York, a big forest with bears and wolves in the medieval times, so you'd want to get back pretty sharpish. So just I don't know why my voice went that high, but just imagine how many people's lives it saved, eh? Now it's lit up on an evening to commemorate those who lost their lives in the First and Second World Wars.
We move into Piccadilly. Built in, you will then find the entrance about 1 minute's walk on the left. Built between 1357 and 1361, the Merchant Adventurers Hall is probably the finest medieval guild hall in Europe and stands on the original medieval street level. The guilds were a kind of medieval trade union. Nothing went on in the city unless the guild said it could, and every trade had a guild. The Merchant Adventurers Guild were one of the richest and most powerful of all the guilds, and they would trade all over Europe and eventually the world. The timbers used in its construction were taken from trees that grew back in Viking times. A real jewel, which is well worth a visit.
So we've just turned left at that mini roundabout, and on our right here, this is one of the oldest buildings in York.